Welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. My name is Tobal. We have completed, or for the most part, our lovely mobile base. Can we rename this anyhow? Oh, we can over here. Okay, cool. I'll be able to rename it at some point. So, I've got all of the outer frames done. Those are all nice and completed. I got the cargo racks installed. We do have a foldable chair here. This says, according to the little information here, it says it reclines to make an uncomfortable bed. You can sleep here comfortably. So I'm guessing if it says you can sleep here comfortably, that's all the game needs. You just need somewhere where you can sleep. So this might serve as a bed for us. These spots I've left open because I think we want to install a kitchen unit, like kitchen unit, food co buddy, a refrigerator, and then something else here, whether that's going to be... Now, we had mentioned the electric forge a while ago. I don't know if we need the forge unit itself, the mounted version, or... Well, we don't need to. That's going to let it pull off your vehicle batteries, right? But if we've got those massive... if we have a recharging station and the large, 1,000 capacity batteries, the heavy batteries, I guess it would just pull the forge out of storage and use it from there. So I don't think we need to mount anything special there. I'm leaving this open for the moment because I don't know if we're going to need to add some other neat type of thing to our vehicle or not. But yeah, pretty much all this, the spaces have a heavy-duty frame and a heavy-duty roof. So those are all pretty much set. I do want to go through here and remove all the steel plating, and then I will start to install the reinforced military plating and also do some repair work. Now, the repair work for the military plating is going to be a while, but we're really close to popping mechanics of 7, so we'll see. Now, the final conversation piece of this is going to be, what do we do about the engine? So, it's kind of a big challenge. I don't know. The problem with an electric vehicle with a mobile base is that a heavy vehicle like this one is going to be very prohibitive for moving with the electric engine, right? Because it's going to weigh so much. So, I don't know. I'm really torn. Do we wind up going with... we could go diesel because you are able to make biodiesel. So that's an option. We could make a hybrid. So from what I understand, if you have an electric engine and another type of engine, that way the other engine could still have an alternator. So that could help charge up your batteries while you're moving. I just think that the electric is not really going to do all that much on its own. We're going to need to give it some other option. Either that or we just grab every single storage battery we ever can get, and we try to stack it all on the vehicle. That could be an option too. Just make a massive amount of storage capacity, but I still think it's almost too heavy. And I don't know, maybe I don't need to be doing all this extra plating. This is, I guess I am turning into more of a battle wagon as opposed to a mobile base. Because in theory, a mobile base, you'd wind up rolling up to a town, parking pretty far away, and going from there. I guess this is almost more of a battle bus that we'd bring right into a city. So, yeah, it's quasi mobile vehicle, quasi battle bus. So, maybe it would be nice to do a battle wagon that we're able to bring into town and then put things like turrets on top. If we are ever able to find and make our own ammunition for the turrets, we'd be able to roll into town and just go crazy. And from what I understand, there are some like really tough, higher quality weapons on here. I don't think I can even see them. We could see the turret itself. I don't know if we'd be able to see a weapon until we see a turret. What if I actually go over to my RV, just for science purposes? We still have a turret on here, don't we? Let's remove the 240, M240 turret mount. Can I install... Okay, so here's all the different types of weapons we can install. So if I search for turret, we should see everything here. Now, I thought that there were some... Yeah, laser cannon turrets here. Range of 30, damage of 150. This heavy weapon is mounted on the automated turret. There's a safety system. It won't fire if you're clear in the line of fire. Okay, it can be fired from the vehicle controls. So, I think the laser cannon is going to pull from your energy source, right? Like your battery. Or is it going to pull from a special type of ammunition? I'm not really entirely sure. Tesla turret. I'm going to have to take a look with all these different turrets, because I'd love to do something that is from our batteries, like a renewable source of a kind of turret. Can we make any turrets, by the way? Or that was actually cannon, right? So like cannon... Was it a pulse laser or a pulse cannon? Turret mount. Right, so pulse laser or laser cannon. Let's just search for laser while we're sitting down. I assume we don't have the books for this, but you never freaking know. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? We're almost able to... What? We're able to make a laser cannon right now? You got to be kidding me. 249 charges of UPS per shot. All we need is our welder? Oh my god, we have a Fusion Blaster Arm CBM. I forgot all about that. We have a CBM that has the Fusion Blaster thing in it. That's absolutely nuts. You've got to be kidding me. We can make this thing, right? Okay, this is going to be for science. We have to do this. There's no way we can pass up this opportunity. Let's go ahead and do the laser. I'm going to regret this probably because I'm probably going to one day I'm going to want this laser cannon in my arm. But you know what? You know what? For science purposes, I want to put turbo laser cannon. Do we want a turbo laser or a normal laser? The options are great. Turbo laser battery. That's great. This mounted laser is capable of superheating most materials to the point of exploding. That's great. That's beautiful. 295 charges per fire. Oh, this moves per attack. 500 charges per UPS. Let's put the laser cannon on here. Let's start light, perhaps. We might even be able to disassemble this down the road if we ever need it back. Oh my god, I'm so amused that we can have a laser turret. Can I fire this right now? You need a UPS. Now, is this going to screw me up because of the whole UPS thing? Or not? I'm not entirely sure. Let's remove the turret. Let's remove the turret mount. And we'll take the turret mount over to our vehicle. Now, we may want to look into the automatic turret. Right? Because we want... there's two different types of turrets, right? This is a rotating universal mount for a weapon. If your hands are empty, you can stand next to the turret and fire the weapon. This is automated. Install a suitable weapon on it as an automated weapon. Right. So we don't have a turret chassis, we just have a turret mount. Can we make... Let's drop our lovely laser cannon of death and destruction. Can we make a turret chassis? We can. We're just going to have to get a lot of items for it. Let's use the manual version for now. I don't want to kill a ton more time just mucking about with turrets when we really don't even know what it does. So if we install the turret mount, and we can install the laser cannon turret. God, that's so freaking awesome. Right, we don't even have... Do we have batteries right now? They are charged up. Can I fire this thing? Oh my god, we can already fire it. Why can't I see... Oh, when you're... That's right, when you're in the fire mode, you can only see a certain distance. Let's turn this on. Okay, for science... I hope this doesn't blow up my car. Let's try this. That was great. I mean, it was I don't know how that's going to do long term, but that was still really satisfying that it even worked. So, that used 10% of our battery right there. Okay, so it's 10% per shot. That's crazy. But at least it works, though. That's super exciting. I love it. We can set this to basically auto-fire. The problem, of course, will be long-term battery supply. But, you know, again, we're going to be pulling every single battery we ever have. And every time we go next to an electric vehicle, I think we can pretty much just take the battery and install it. We can install as many as we want per tile, right? Is there a limit to what you can install on a vehicle tile itself? We're going to be adding to the overall weight, yes, but it's a turret, right? That's so great. All right, maybe that wasn't the smartest idea, but damn it, I'm really excited about it. So we're going to go with it. I'm going to go ahead and start removing some composite plating from all these points here. What does the muffler do? Reduces some noise of the engine. Okay, well, we'll install a muffler if our vehicle doesn't have one. Otherwise, I'm going to go through here and grab all of this military composite plating. I will probably try to repair ye old the front rams or do something different with the rams. Maybe we'll go to the reinforced rams or something like that. So I'll be back here in a little bit. Okay, so welcome back. And what I think I'm going to try to do here, instead of putting the entire vehicle in military composite armor plating, why don't we just protect the front of the vehicle? Because that's what really is going to probably take the most impact, right? Because we're always turning into things. The rest of this, and I guess I'm more talking about during one particular event, right? If we're going through a town and we start getting smashed, it's more than likely going to be on the front of the vehicle primarily. So by having that reinforced military composite armor in the front, that's going to protect the front cabin, especially if we start getting shot at too. We have reinforced windshields all across the board as well. So that should protect us pretty good on that idea, or that part. Is this door? Yeah, this is heavy military door too. Right. But the rest of the vehicle, why don't we leave this under steel plating? And then after, if we have one big you know, one big group that we go into a town and something and go into a big fight or something like that, we should be able to repair any other plating after the fight. I don't think we're going to need composite all across the board. And I'm worried because I think it's going to keep adding more and more weight. And I'd rather just keep the weight we've got as close as possible. And like right here, I don't need steel plating internally. I won't need I really don't even need the heavy duty board inside the vehicle. I would like to have the heavy duty frame, but I can kind of have this just as an internal, something internal. Well, I say that, but one day I could see us maybe going into a fight where we hide behind our wall and use an automated turret or something like that. So maybe I should leave the boards in here. How much weight did that free up? Not really much at all. All right, I'll put the board back. But otherwise, I'm going to use steel plating all across the rest of the vehicle. I will go ahead and get the RAM installed tonight as well. Beyond that, I think we're almost ready to start tearing down our base. I'm sad. It only seems like a few episodes we've spent here. What happened to did all my crops go bad because I didn't have fertilizer? Or did it get too cold and they all died? Oh no, what happened to my crops here? Or did we just not see anything at night? Okay, it says lettuce, that's fine. I apparently just can't see the lovely green in the dark of night. Fair enough, fair enough. So we will get the food co. I got to install some tanks on here. I do want to have quite a few vehicle tanks, you know, some for water, some for fuel. I want to be able to pretty much siphon as much as I can as we're rolling down the street. Someone mentioned that a sports vehicle is what's going to have the super electric engine if we were looking that route. So that was the, no, I don't even know where it's going to be at now. Engine. There we go. So the huge steam, we can make a steam engine, right? Mechanics of 8 for, oh, that's right. We can only have one engine until we get mechanics of 8 to add a second engine. Oh, that's going to be a bummer. What's a vortex engine? Mechanics of 8, one vortex engine. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Apparently, why can't we add any electrics here? Is it just the particular tile we're on? That's kind of strange. I thought we had... I don't know. Maybe we can't even install it at all. Well, I'll take a look at that. But we're in pretty good shape. I'm going to keep working on the vehicle, and we are going to continue rocking out and getting ready to hit the road. Hey, how about that? We finally got to Mechanic 7. I am now able to do any repairs. By the way, if you're just in a vehicle and you want to know what the next thing to repair is, just press R, and it takes you to a tile that has something that needs repairs. So I'm going to keep doing this. I am going through my charges like crazy, and we are pretty hungry too. We're almost out of food. We're uncomfortably close to getting in a bad spot. I think I'm going to unfreeze my smoked meat just to finish that off. It might go bad like really quick, so I'm going to try to grab it in the morning too. But we don't have much. I mean, we got a lot of drinks though, and the drinks do have calories, so I can go through here and crush a bunch of drinks. It's going to wind up making me full, or I guess full in terms of thirst, but that's fine. That should help us stay hungry. Or stay full rather, a little bit longer. But yeah, I'm going to keep repairing things. I think we're almost in really good to go here. I love that this vehicle is going to be completely up armored. Everything's going to be repaired. We're going to have tons of cargo space. I'm really excited to hit the road. The only problem I see is fuel. Now, another thing that came to my attention, obviously we don't have mechanics of 8, so we can't install a second engine yet. However, we should be able to swap engines out if we need to. So if we put a bunch of tanks in here, and say we wind up doing, can I siphon like from one tank to another tank? Pour into a container. Oh god. I don't think you can go tank from tank. But either way, we could have like a couple tanks for diesel, but then we could install a bunch of gasoline tanks on our truck. And then if our diesel engine stops, we could couldn't we just remove it and then add in a new engine, right? So we could add in our V6 regular gasoline engine. So that could be something to help us keep the vehicle going longer until we get a feel for how biodiesel works. Okay, every single tile has been repaired. Hooray! And we also, I guess, we don't need any more wheels on here. I might install some wheels for fun, just to make sure, I don't know, if we hit something and we lose a wheel, that we suddenly don't find ourselves completely screwed. So we'll repair the armored wheel. There we go. So our entire vehicle is now 100% in good shape. We've got our, what am I missing here? This is a roof. We don't need a roof over a board, so I'll remove that. I'm pretty sure you don't need a roof on a board tile, right? Because the board, if I look up to the front of the vehicle, it just has the board only, right? Is that how that works? I'm pretty sure the board goes all the way to the top. How do we have it on this vehicle here? Do we have roofs on the side? Oh, they do have roofs on the side. My fault. Maybe I should have a keeps rain out of the interior of the vehicle. I don't know. Do you need a roof on the side of your truck? Yeah, we'll find out once it starts raining. So I'll get that figured out at some point. By the way, we can't even make the aisle with storage right now because apparently, what is that called? I think it's called floor. I don't remember what it was called. It's storage battery case. I think it's like floor storage or something like that. You kind of need some special things to make that. And I don't think I had them off the bat. Is it called floor? Floor trunk. There it is. So we only need Clockworks. What in the world is a Clockworks? Hang on. We don't have any is this I'm really confused. Does this mean just small little gears that you can open up? Like if we disassemble a watch, we'll get Clockworks? Let me find out where you get Clockworks from. Interesting. So you will get them obviously from watches, but you get them from integral weapons apparently. And I don't know, did we ever pick up anything with the modifier of integral? If we look all around us, integral, all... No, we're not finding anything like that. Do we have anything with watch on it? We have one pocket watch that I think we're wearing, or we have on us. So, alarm clocks, normal clocks, pocket watches, fancy watches. The rest of these all say something with integral, flamethrower, or something like that. So, it's just a small assortment of gears, and that's what you need to make the floor majigger. But we'll hold off. I think we've got plenty of storage for the moment. If we wind up getting in a really tight spot, then yeah, I'll try to take that and convert our watch to the Clockworks part, and then we'll make the floor trunk. But right now, I think we're in pretty decent shape. Do we have an overall estimate? 800 pounds, or 800 liters of storage is in our volume. Now, that's probably every tile plus, or is it actually counting all of this? This is 1,000 here. So, 1,004, 1,500. So, 1,500... Nope, this is it. 1,750 storage through cargo space. That's how much we have available to us. The rest is probably how much each piece of tile, or no, I'm sorry, I forgot about the cargo box. That's what it was, the cargo box plus maybe like the tile space. So, tons of storage space. We have our laser cannon on top. I don't know how much this does damage-wise to our enemies, so we'll have to test that out down the road. I think, other than installing my additional tanks, we have to install the solar panels and the batteries and things like that. We're almost ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and start disassembling our lovely solar panel home. None of the food, as far as I know, is going to need to be worried about. Let's go ahead and... We still can't eat our frozen meat yet. Our smoked meat. We have tons of tins of stuff, though, so we're not in like, really, really bad shape. It's just that we're getting our supply, our backup supply is going down. I also wonder if we're going to be able to use the fancy advanced storage stuff, or is that only in a single tile? Let's see. Oh, it is a vehicle tile. We've done this before, and it gives us this little symbol to indicate that the tile you're looking at is part of a vehicle tile. So we should be able to drop things and auto-sort them into the vehicle. I'll test that later on once we're nice and built up. All right, so almost everything is ready to go. I think I'm going to start disassembling the rest of the base and start moving things over to the truck. I mean, we're really close, guys. We're really close to setting off. This will probably be the last episode that we are staying at the farm. Good old farm. We might swing by here someday to check on the crops. I don't think we're really going to be able to do that, though, because I plan on leaving this area behind unless I hit a dead end somewhere. But there's lots of roads to go down. There's more cities to find. Ooh, this is a really long bridge up here. That's actually really long. Shiny thing, you know how I get. We could also swing by Bristol and see if we can... I don't know. I'd like to test our turret out on some unsuspecting zombies to see if it is killing them in, you know, one shot, or if it's going to take a little bit more work. But either way, it's going to be something for fun, fun experimentation. Let's grab the recharging station. I'm going to start pulling out the battery as well. We need our lifting tools here. I forgot all about that. So let's grab our crane. And I can do all this from the outside. I don't know why I don't do that. So let me go move some stuff around, and I'll be back once we are almost ready to rock. Right, so do we want to put... We've got all of our... Where are the tanks at already? Entirely sure. I also think I got all the roofs, almost all the roof parts on here. I still don't know if we need roof parts on top of the board, but either way, I kind of ran out at the end of the day. I took everything I could from the other vehicle. I don't really think we need them, but I've been known to be wrong before. So maybe it'll start raining. Actually, it is raining right now, isn't it? Can we tell if it's like getting wet inside the vehicle? I don't see any symbols in here. I'm really guessing it might be okay without it, but you know what? Maybe it wouldn't hurt. If I find that we don't need the roof tiles, I'll take them off just to save on a little bit of space. But where are we going to? Let's see. We've got our headlight on this side, reinforced headlight there. Composite plating. I'm trying to find out where we put... There's the alternator, of course, and the battery. There's one car battery. So can we install a storage battery pretty much anywhere we want? Is it going to matter? There's the swappable storage. I don't know if we need the swappable anymore. Because by and large, these batteries are going to be here long term, right? So I think we can just install the storage battery. If I spell storage right, that would be a solid first step. One tool with lifting or one. I think that means we have to be... Crap. How are we going to make this happen? Do we fold it up? Bring it with us and then unfold it inside the truck? Oh god, is this going to make it explode? Oh, geez. You grab the security van. Maybe we just have to be next to it instead. No, it's still not going to let me install the swappable storage battery, I don't think. Tool with lifting or one. We might have to disassemble. Oh, no. Oh, no. I've unfolded our crane, and it's underneath our existing vehicle. I don't think I'm going to be able to get to this. This might cause an explosion. We'll see. No, I think it just got trashed right there. Is that it? We can rebuild it, I think. We might have the parts for it. I'm super bummed about that. 4 steel platings. Oh, no! I think I crushed my lovely, amazing telescopic arm. Alright, well, I'll have to build another one of those. Although, can't we install something on here, like the actual telescopic crane, on the vehicle itself? Or, let's see, not crane, not telescopic. What about, like, lift? Shoot. I might also have to be on a certain type of tile that doesn't have anything. There's a pallet lifter. This is going to give us a lifting and jacking quality. Isn't there also... I have to remember what we can put on some of these things. There were basically ways to add some lifting capabilities to your vehicle. So I figure we might be able to do that. And then, I don't know if it works for the vehicle itself. Forklift arm. All we need here is a steel frame. If it's in your line of sight and within 2 tiles of another vehicle, you will automatically use it when you want to jack up another vehicle or change the wheels. Okay. So that's the forklift arm. All we need is 1 steel frame. Are we seriously out of... Oh, we're not next to the steel frames. Okay, let's just try to install this here. Does it work on our own vehicle? That's my question. If we look for battery... No, it still is not going to count as a tool with lifting of 1. I think if I want to install these batteries inside the truck, I'm going to have to take the plating off and grab onto my telescopic frame. Crap, there's really nothing that as far as I know, that's going to let us have a quality of lifting other than the telescopic frame. Is my quality thing not working? That's kind of weird. I thought there were... I mean, doesn't the telescopic... cantilever... Oh, it by itself doesn't have a quality. It's only when you apply it to another vehicle is when it has that quality, I guess. Fair enough. So there's nothing, as far as I know, that's going to give us lifting quality. We might have picked something up recently, but... yeah, we don't have anything here. I'm going to have to rebuild that crane. I pretty much just made it explode inside our vehicle. So I'll work on that for a bit. Unfortunately, that's going to cost some materials. But we really do need to put the storage batteries somewhere. I don't think I want to put them on the outside of the truck either. Because that's going to expose them to getting damaged if we ever get hit in the side, right? I mean, the plating should protect us first, but I would rather be safe than not. So let's remove... I guess we could just remove all the stuff on the side here. Like the board. And then I can step in here. And then all 3 of these tiles would be accessible for me to install storage batteries into. Okay, let me go muck about and try to make another telescopic thing. Okay, so the telescopic frame is a bit more expensive in materials than the pallet lifter. So all we need for the pallet lifter is one more pipe, and we should be able to make this. So let's make one pipe real quick, and then we should be able to put the... because it only needs a lifting of one, right? So let me double check it. If I try to install it here, lift. The pallet lifter gives you a lifting quality of 1. That's all we need. All we need is a lifting quality of 1. So let's go ahead and finish off the pallet lifter. It uses up a bottle jack. That's fine. We also want to use... didn't we grab at some point... did we not have a air jack or something like that? I think I've had the same conversation with myself a couple times now, and I always forget that we don't have it. All right, let's install our pallet lifter. Okay, so there, we've got our, yeah, another crane. So we grab onto the crane. If I step in here and then go to this tile, I think if we try to install, we probably don't have the battery on us now. Storage battery, a tool with lifting of 1. Why do you hate me so? A tool with lifting of 1. Here is our tool here. Does it have to be directly next to you? That's so confusing. So, I guess because we can't bring the tool inside the vehicle, we're not able to use it on this inner tile. What about right in front of us? It's still not available. Okay, it is here. So it's available right here. We don't have the storage. Okay, so let's stop that. Let's grab all this stuff and bring it down into a tile that's adjacent to my character right here. Okay, so let's grab it again. If we look to the northeast on this tile, storage battery, it's, yeah, a tool with lifting of 1. That's so weird. It doesn't let me do it here, but it will let me do it directly in front of it. Storage battery here, we can do that. Can we put in multiple storage batteries then? That was my other question. It seems like no. We do have multiple storage batteries, don't we? We do have multiple storage batteries, yes. So are we still going to be able to install something like, say, what do we want to put here? The refrigerator? The mini fridge. We still can install the mini fridge on the same tile as the storage battery. So it's 1 storage battery per tile is what it looks like. And with the funkiness of the wall, that kind of means that I'm probably going to have to remove at least the board from every tile that I want to access. Let me take a look here. So if I step this way, that's so strange that it required that. Let's see. Battery. Storage. Yeah, and now it counts as having the tool of lifting or 1. All right, well, fair enough. Maybe that's something they work through down the road. We wanted to install something like probably the Food Co. buddy here, and we'll get that all set to go. I'll install the other one on the other side here in a bit. Thankfully, the other tile is open, so we should. Now, it has a cargo rack. Is it still going to let us do the battery? Yep, sure enough. So we're getting lots of batteries on here now, which is glorious. How many more storage batteries do we have? I think we had 4. Maybe. Let's see. Do we have another battery? Storage battery, yes, but we still don't have the tool of lifting of 1, so we'll remove the board. Come down here and install it. And we're cooking with fire now, though. This is so exciting. I love it. I don't know why. It's such a small little thing for a game, just adding batteries to a vehicle. But the level of customization, I think, is what's so amazing about this game. We still have another battery left, so I'm going to try to... I guess we'll put as many batteries as we can on this vehicle. It is bumping up the weight quite a bit. We're up to 18,000 now. We were on to 16,000 a little bit ago. And when we start bringing all of our other stuff in here, it's going to continue to weigh the vehicle down. So we are going to wind up with quite a bit of weight on this vehicle. But we also have a V12 battery, or a V12 engine we could throw in here if we want to. All right, so we've got a ton of storage batteries. We may as well remove the car, or does the car battery have to be there to run the car itself? I would assume so. But our overall charge does, I think our overall charge still counts the other storage batteries too. So that's a pretty decent shape. So that's great. What else do we have on the ground here? We've got our frames that we took off, right? The backup wheel. I shouldn't have any more batteries. Battery cells, yes, and storage battery cases. I don't think we have any more storage batteries, no. So we should be able to go ahead and put back the, what were we using here? Heavy duty board, right? Sarah's grumpy because it's been raining outside. Can we actually craft a raincoat by chance? We could craft a raincoat if we had more duct tape. I'm sad that we're out of duct tape. I was wasting it probably way back in the day, which is kind of a bummer. I was definitely using it for inappropriate things. So we are out of the duct tape at the moment. It is still raining. Can I do my stuff from inside the truck? Like, just stand right here? Wouldn't I be... Let's stop, wait a couple seconds. Yeah, we're not getting any more wet penalties here. So what else do we want to do? Let me grab all my units, or my tiles, and put them next to me. A bowler... I don't know why I have a random bowler hat. Oh, let me grab that, There was a watch over here, wasn't there? It's, like, right underneath the truck. Right there it is. Okay, let me grab the watch. Yeah, diver's watch. We should be able to break that down into other components. Excellent. Oh, wow, we're soaking wet already. It took, like, one trip around the vehicle, and I'm soaking wet. She's probably too grumpy to work, but what else do we need to do? We need to put the plating back on. The normal, not the composite, but the steel. Cool. So the steel complating is on. Yep, that's a word. What about this fancy board? I think we have that. What else can we make here? We can get a clock here. I think I wanted to do the security camera. It would be like in front of our seat, right? So if we do camera control system, an LCD display attached to one or more cameras, right? So a camera control system there. That way we're able to see things. And I think in the back of the vehicle, I'd like to install the actual camera. Yep, security camera. Cool. Can we turn this on just to see? Let's turn on the camera system. Okay, so it's not exactly working. So the camera system is installed. Is it facing the wrong way? Security camera will relay what it can see to a camera control station. So let me try to, maybe it's because I don't have my camera control system on the same tile as my driver's seat. So let's install that here. Okay, then we'll zoom out a little bit so we could see the back of the vehicle. Turn off the camera system, turn on the camera system. We still can't see anything. It might be because we installed it literally on the piece of, what would you call that? On the actual frame itself. Can we install it behind? No. Okay, so how can we get this camera system to work? A security camera, when turned on, it will relay what it can see to a camera control system. And the camera control system seems to be working, though. When turned on, it lets you see. You can examine the tile to access the controls or use the vehicle control key. And it drains batteries. Right. I mean... Wait, do we not have a control system? There it is. No, vehicle controls. That should be it. But, yeah, I don't know. If you guys are familiar with camera systems, let me know. Maybe there's something I'm doing wrong. Maybe it needs to be repaired. Was it in bad shape? No, it's still, like, as good as it can get. Kind of curious. I don't know, how the security system works. If we get into another military tank, I'll try to see if there's anything else we have that's going to let us, or anything else we're missing that the tank might have. Maybe that'll help me figure out what we need to do to get it working again. But either way, we'll have a camera system. I'm going to remove that for the moment since it's not quite working out normally. And let's continue to install things like our 40 or 60 liter tanks. I think I'll install these internally just to keep them out of the way. Now, is that going to use up a tile too? That's another good question. So here's another, let's see, freezer here, or no, we're going to do the kitchen thing. Kitchen unit here. I still don't know what I'm going to put in this tile. Now, can we install... Ooh, we might have trouble if we can't install our tanks here. Oh, the metal tanks are not within range. Well, that would help if I actually go in range of those. So if we want to install our metal tanks inside the vehicle, are we able to do that? One metal tank, 60 liters. Do we not have them, or is it because they have stuff inside of them? They've got a bunch of diesel inside, so I think I'm going to have to consolidate all of my fuel stuffs first. All right, let me go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I was able to basically take every single metal tank and then wield them and fill them all up. I also want to grab the one, or sorry, unload them and dump them into the vehicle. Let me unload. I'm just going to pour this out into the ground. That way we've got 4 empty vehicle tanks here. So the vehicle tanks right now are right on the outside of the vehicle. Can we access these if they're tucked internally into the vehicle? I have no idea. Tank treads we can't put on here, so we can't put tanks here at all. We can't put them on internal either. So it looks like we might have to have them on the outside of the vehicle. Okay. We can't stack them either, it looks like. So what about the tank here? Vehicle tank 60 liters. So they have to be on the outside of the vehicle. All right, that's okay. We are going to be protected by plating. Do we want to have them up front? I'd rather have them in the back, I think, so that they're a little bit protected, because a lot of our combat or a lot of our strikes might come in the front of the vehicle. So we'll install the tanks on either side of the truck. We should have 4 total. I also happen to see tank treads there, and that is something I wanted to look at, because someone mentioned if you get tank treads, you never really have to worry about, oh god, reinforced caterpillar track. You never have to worry about, you know, your wheels getting damaged. I also think, let's see, it acts as a wheel, plenty of traction to move vehicles off-road at cost of speed. Center bands of vehicles between all the wheels, it will be able to move. Active engine or motor with enough power to move the vehicle. So, was that tread it needed? We may not even know how to make that. I don't think we're going to go that route, because we should be able to find whatever vehicle parts we need to, you know, if one of these wheels happens to get destroyed or something, we should, in theory, be able to repair that. Or we'll just go grab a bunch of 24-inch vehicles or wheels off there. We do a little bit of repairing because some of our stuff is damaged. Oh, we're getting there. We are so getting there, you guys. I'm really excited about it. All right, we've got a bunch of empty vehicle tanks here. One of these is going to get turned into water. One of them is going to have diesel. I'll probably tank... don't we have... Where did my gasoline go? It's over here, I think. So, we've got a... 1 full tank of 60 liter. Now, if I remove this, does it dump out the gasoline, or does it keep it? I don't honestly know. Let's try it out. I mean, I hate to lose the gasoline if we do. Where are you? There's the 60 liter of that. Where did my tank of gasoline go off to? There it is. Please give me the tank with the gasoline in it. It says it's going to remove it will yield a metal tank with gasoline. There we go. That gave me more confidence. Alrighty. So we'll bring these over to our truck. I don't know, are we able to mount this even with gasoline in it? I think so in this case. So there's diesel here. Tank, tank, tank. We'll install the tank over here. No, it is in fact going to need an empty tank, I think. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll wield said tank, and we shall unload said tank into the security van, and we'll just pick one of these other tanks here. Lovely, lovely. And we're back down to having a empty metal tank, which I will install. All right, this is looking pretty good. Look how many tanks of gasoline we've got, or empty tanks we're going to have. We've got tons of storage batteries. We have tons of tanks. Granted, we don't have that much fuel overall, but hey, you know what? We're pretty happy about that. We've got diesel, battery, gasoline. Super excited. The question is going to be, how much engine is it going to take to actually, engine power to move this thing once we're all said and done? We may have to strip some stuff off here. I may have gone too crazy, but we'll see. We've got a lot of experimentation to do still. I believe we're pretty much good to go, though. Sarah's a little thirsty. She's probably going to need at least one more night's rest here. We've got our fancy turret on board. We have all of our electronics. We have a truck alternator. We have a diesel engine, a V6 diesel engine. I still have my... There's another engine sitting here on the ground. So we do have a V12 engine. Extra... So, oh, that's right, solar panels. I'm going to have to install some solar panels. Be right back. All right, I've got all of my solar panels on board. We've got a bunch of the upgraded solar panels. I probably need to repair some of these. They have been damaged over time, so I'll just hit that repair button a couple times. But yeah, we, gosh, are we ready to go? Apart from a wee nap and a couple other random things around the house, I think we're almost ready to get out of here. Did I ever install my... I never installed the recharging station. There we go. That's taken care of now. It's almost sad. I feel like I'm going to miss this little farmhouse that we've had for so long. To be fair, it really wasn't all that much time. It was just a lot of learning. You know, it was a good learning experience for us. But otherwise, look at this. We've got a fridge. We've got a food co. We've got a kitchenette. We've got a giant hole in the floor. There's all the solar panels on top of the truck when you get the outside view. These are 2 tiles. Wait, are these missing... uh-oh. Am I missing roof tiles here? Oh, no. It's just showing through the vehicle for some reason. Okay, fair enough. We've got roof tiles. Everyone on the inside has roof tiles. Yeah. I'm super psyched about this. We're about to leave and leave Dodge and head out of here and find new adventures. We're super hungry. And we are really coming down to the wire on food. I do believe we're going to find something. Fresh sardines. Delicious. Ugh. So I'm going to have Sarah eat a bit before bed. We'll have her rest. But otherwise, I really think it's time to go. The one thing I kind of forgot about was that I think I mentioned I wanted to have a door in the back in order to get loot in and out. So if we remove the board, what kind of a door is the strong heavy duty door? Probably is all we want, right? So this is going to let us a strong door has a window so you can see out of it even when it's closed. Opaque door is you can see through it, right? Oh, you can't see through it when closed. Let's do a heavy duty opaque door. Right, so we're going to be able to get in and out of the vehicle. I think that's going to work out when we're bringing loot back. We can kind of come in and out really quickly. Plus, we do have multiple ways of egress. Although I don't really think zombies can easily get in and out of vehicles, it's probably smart that if we somehow get stuck and we're super screwed, we run into a barracks and there's a giant turret that's shooting at us, we can probably try to escape out the back. But let's go ahead. I'm going to grab all of our stuff from inside and we're going to start stacking it away. I don't know what to put here. I really don't. Do we want to have... Let me look at all the list. I'm going to go through here and see if there's anything interesting that we might want to put. The onboard chemistry would be kind of cool. We could find that in a meth lab. That might let us do some particular items. I don't know if we have a chemistry set randomly lying around. Well, I've been looking at the list of items, and a couple things that popped out were the chemistry station, of course, but a lot of these onboard. Actually, if I do maybe onboard, does it give me multiple things? No. Onboard chemistry lab, but there's a forge, there's also a welding rig, but a lot of these I think, I believe they'll be usable if you actually have that in storage. So if we have a welder, of course, we'll be able to weld. If we have even a chemistry set, I think we'd be able to do chemistry if we have a chemistry set. I don't think we have one. We might have picked one up somewhere back in the day. Chemistry, no, we never did get that, but we can grab that from another vehicle like a mobile meth lab. So maybe that's what we'll put here for more crafting, or I can find some other option. If you guys have a good idea, let me know. Otherwise, for the moment, I might just throw down another cargo rack or cargo space. So I think the cargo carriers are right there in that pile. We should have had another one. And yeah, we'll just add one more cargo space. Why not? Why not have a wee bit more cargo? So I'm going to move everything inside. I think what I'll do is try to move everything to this tile here, and we'll use this as our dumping spot and everything else for storage. Hey, we were able to sleep in our fancy chair, by the way. I decided to try that out just for funsies. So, here's the test. We've got a bunch of loot zones right now. I think I should be able to remove all of these, right? Because we're no longer going to use this new zone. So, let's try adding a zone for medical, or drugs, right here. Okay, yes, that is part, bind the zone to the cargo part, yes. And then if we add another unsorted, right? Is it unsorted zone? This has to go across everything. So I think it's going to just be like so. And if we, yes, save the changes to that. So if we bring everything in, I almost want to include it here, but you know, this is fine. We can actually just drop everything on the floor, do a all-in-one thing. Okay. And do our Shift O. Yep, sure enough, we were able to sort our items into the proper bin. So, very cool. I'm going to go through and give all of the proper areas some spot. It's going to be a little bit annoying because I probably won't know exactly which tiles are what for a bit until we get a bit more used to it, but we'll get there eventually. Alright, so I'm trying to move the vehicle a little bit closer. I'm going to mess around with a few more things. We got more stuff to load up, but I think what I'll do I'll do all that off camera. This has been kind of a mixed up episode, so lots of cuts involved. But thank you guys so much for joining me for the last time. We are at the farm northeast of Pulteney. We'll be going on to our long Mad Max style adventure coming up soon. So thanks for joining me so much. I look forward to seeing more of Sarah Brown and what our Road Warrior adventure will entail. Until next time, my friends, take care.